This is a story about the three little pigs. They all lived at home. They were very well fed, and they always had a dessert, a piece of cherry on top. So, the biggest pig of them all, and the mother pig, they said their three little pigs had to go because it was time for them to lead on their own life. So one fabulous day they moved out, and the three pigs went their own direction. They lived close nearby, a few places around the block. And one pig, he built a house out of foam. He glued it with a glue gun, and he made his little decorations inside. And he made a little closet for him so he can put his little piggy sweaters in it. And he can put his piggy bank in his room to save some money. And then, a few blocks down, there was another little pig. He built his house out of wood. He got some nails and hammers and constructed it together, and he even made himself a waterbed out of wood. Then there was the other pig. He made his house out of brick. And he made his house out of brick, and he had a little chimney too, and he would build fires to keep warm and to roast hot dogs and beef and all that good food, you little kids. It's very good to eat. It's nutritious. He'd have a refrigerator. He'd have milk in it, and peanut butter, and he'd always have an extra spare of peppers in case he wanted to make himself a hoagie sandwich. You know, kids, it's very good and nutritious for you. And he always had a bottle of milk right next to his cabinet so he can slip it down whenever he desired. So the three little pigs, they were all mannered and they were taught very well, and they always cleaned up after themselves, and they would never lift a crumb for an ant in their house, not ever once. And not an ant or a Mighty Mouse would go in it, or a Ninja Turtle. So one day there was a wolf, and he was big and bad, and he came out of the woods, and he thought he was Michelangelo, Ninja Turtle. So he went to the house, the pig's house, the one built out of foam, and he said, "Hong Kong Phooey, faster than a human eye, I am going to hop and chop and pop your nose if you don't let me in." And the little pig said, "Bah! Leave me alone. Go somewhere else before I give you the piggy punch." And the wolf said, "I'm Hong Kong Phooey. I'm going to hop, I'm going to pop, and I'm going to chop this house down." So he raised his hand, and he went, chop. Nothing happened. Then he took his fingernails, and he struck it in, and he heard a whoosh, and the whole foam house came into shreds. The little piggy looking with an eye on an eye, and he seen him, looked him right in the eye from a distance, and he could see that his tongue got eager, and he was saliving, and he was very hungry, because he had it all, his tongue was all juiced with saliva, and he goes, "Pig, I'm going to eat you alive." So the little piggy says, "My big fat ass." So the pig was running so fast, he went down that block, and he had to jump on a taxi cab, and he said, "Driver, take me to Piggy Street, right on Pig's Pen. It's called, the name of the street is Pig's Pen." So the taxi says, "Okay, I'll take you to Pig's Pen Street." So he took him to the Pig's Pen Street, and he said, "Piggy, Piggy, it's your brother, let me in. I've got the sizzling, and I'm baking right now, and my booty's smoking from running." So the little piggy let him in the wooden house. So then the wolf, he got really angry. He tried to catch up to him, but he punched out Mighty Mouse from a fire engine truck, and he took over and went, "Woo, woo," and he goes, "That did it. Piggy, piggy, knock, knock, knock. Open this door, because I want to give you some more advice on letting me in so we can talk and be friends and get acquainted." So the piggy said, "Okay, come on in." So the wolf said, "Aha, I've got you now." But then the piggy remembered he had a bottle of chocolate milk in his cabinet. So he pulled out the chocolate milk and he threw it right at the wolf. And he couldn't see. He goes, my face, I can't see. I can't see. I think I'm a chocolate now. I see chocolate everywhere. I see chocolate piggies. Where are they? And then, as far as that goes, the wolf, he shit his pants. And because he had all that chocolate running down his little dupa and his tush, and he had to take a fire hose and hose it all off. By that time, the two little piggies, they went in the back where there's a door that leads to the basement and it comes back up to the ground for groundhogs and piggies too. Because piggies, they have cousin groundhogs, and they escaped to the groundhog tunnel, and they took that tunnel all the way to the brick house, and the piggy was left behind. I mean, the two piggies went and the wolf was left behind. And they took a stick of pig dynamite and blew up the tunnel so the wolf couldn't chase us to our brother pig. So then the wolf, what he did was he went down to another street, and this street was called Hickory Smoke. That's the name of the street. And when the wolf looked up Hickory Smoke and he seen the little pig brick house, he says, "Pigs, let me in. I'm going to Hong Kong Phooey. I'm going to pop, I'm going to chop, and I'm going to hop in the chimney if nothing works." So the little piggies, then they had to make a major decision. So you know what happened? I'll tell you. The three little piggies, they all gathered together, and they took their plastic garbage bags and they blew helium gas into the piggy balloon. And the piggy balloon worked. It was a success. The little piggies, they shot it from the chimney, and they went up and it went up all the way up the chimney. And then the wolf went into the house. He chopped it, hopped it, and he went right in the house from the door. And he didn't find out one little piggy, because that one piggy in his little brick house, he always kept helium gas in it, because it was good for the heat and to keep all the piggies warm. But instead of using helium gas, he used hot air. He made a little basket. He filled it up with little Yogi Bear loggies, and he put it in the basket, and he tied a rope onto the big round balloon with a hole in the middle. And all three piggies, they flew all the way up the chimney, out the chimney, and they went into the sky, and they were long, long gone. So then the wolf, well, you know about the wolf. What happened? He never got the piggies, and they all made it safe. So long, you no good wolfhound, you. These are the three piggies saying, so long.